what does a wine broker do? A wine broker sells the finest wine by the case to the top 10% income earners of the United States. And how do I do this? By cold call. How do I get the courage to do this? Let me tell you about my first day as a wine broker. We start out in the conference room. It's not just me, there's other people training at the same time, so it's a group of us. And we're learning all about this fine wine. This wine is made from the grapes that are left on the vine the longest. They are the sweetest grapes. They don't void a lot of wine. This is sold by the case. How do we sell it? But first we need to know a little bit more about the wine. As we're learning, we find out you can't sell it unless you have tasted it. Okay. Now this is 9 o'clock in the morning. You need to taste. So we're drinking champagne. This is good. This is really good. So that's from this vineyard. Now, we have another one. We have to taste this vineyard. That's good too. Wow. So we're learning. Right? Now, that's taken up most of the morning. Now it's lunchtime. We were told if you have a cocktail at lunch, you will earn a bottle of wine. Never been in a job where they told you to go out and have a drink at lunch. This is pretty good. So, some of them didn't want to do it. I said, why? What's going on? Hey, let's have some fun. So we had the cocktail. Come back, where's my bottle of wine? Got my bottle of wine. Okay, great. I'm ahead of the game here. Now it's in the afternoon. Now we have to taste the red wine. Very good. This one's excellent. I've never tasted any wine as good as this. And you have to test that second vineyard. This is, they're just outstanding. During this whole time, in the other room, on the other side of the wall, we're hearing hooting and hollering and yelling and screaming and, oh my God. I said, is there a party going on over there? I'm thinking, they're hiring all these people. They must be having a retirement party. No, they're working. Okay. Well, after lunch, we've had the champagne, we've had the red wine. Now, it's time to go into the boiler room. We are ready. I get in there. It is a room probably about this size. There are desks. They're not in any pattern at all. They're every which way. Room full of people. They're standing up. They're yelling, screaming. They're throwing things. You got to watch out. Somebody's throwing a ball over your head. And I'm wondering what in the world is going on. They sit me down at this desk. I have a phone. I have a Rolodex. And I have a book. And on the phone, it has this gizmo. Because I'm talking to people. How in the world can anybody hear with all this noise going on? So it has this gizmo to filter that all out. Our instructions are, pick up the phone, call this person, and when you get to this point in the book, raise your hand. Great, so I'm calling people. Now these are the top income earners of the United States. I'm calling, I get somebody who's responding. Oh. Yeah, I got there, okay, I got there. This man comes up, and he sits in front of me, and he has a phone, he plugs it into my phone, and all of a sudden he's right in front of me, and he says, you say what I say. I said, okay, great. Okay, I'll do it. And I mean, you gotta remember, there's all this noise going on. I'm like, I'm in a box. My head, I'm like, oh, I can't even figure out what I'm saying, much less what anybody else is saying. Okay, here we go. And he's going, and I don't even hear what this person's saying. I'm just listening. I'm saying what this guy's saying. Okay, great. And all of a sudden, the conversation's over. Boom, hangs up the phone. Confetti is, I sold a case of wine. It cost $500. to a total stranger on the phone. The confetti is coming down, and everybody stopped what they were doing, and they're congratulating me. You get up and you run up to the front, and you write your name on the board, and this is absolutely awesome. This is a pretty good job. This is really great. All right. So I come back. All right. Okay. Back at the desk, back at the Rolodex, back at the phone. I'll take a refill. There. Anybody need more? Okay, here we are. Okay, yeah, I need a little more courage there. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to get another one. Okay. I call this one guy. He says, who are you? With such and such company. Well, what are you doing calling me? Do you know that I am a recovering alcoholic? I'm sorry to disturb you, sir. Hung up. A few more phone calls. I get this other gentleman. He just, yes. Hold on a second. I'm out in the warehouse. Let me get to my office. And he finally picks up the phone and goes, okay, now I can talk to you. I said, yes, sir. I'm Kathi Taylor. I'm with this company. I want to tell you about this great wine. And he says, are you kidding me? You made me come all the way across here? I belong to Mad. I'm upset. You shouldn't be doing this. I said, we do have, our customers are very responsible drinkers. Yes, sir, I'm sorry about that. Okay, fine. I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know about this. Oh my gosh. I got to tell you, I lasted 4 days. 4 days, tell you. But I came home that night. I went home with 2 bottles of wine because I sold a case, so I got another wine, and I am sitting in my pool just having a good old time. But this is a true story. I'm telling you, it wasn't a job for me, but I love to tell that story. So I just want to fulfill.